Hey, how is it going?
Yeah, it's going better.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hope it was a good shopping and it wasn't too, hurried up or something.
It was bloody boiling.
Oh, yeah. So it's really hot outside?
Yes, about 30 degrees.
Celsius, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's really hot because I think some weeks ago I checked the temperature was like 12 or something. So that's not what I checked to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm. So how was your week?
Absolutely dreadful.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know
but
if I
we
told you, but well, honestly, I thought I had COVID. Me, I was feeling absolutely dreadful.
Oh yeah,
But,
absolutely. But we fought our way through the everything, and finally we're here. So 100% success rate.
oh yeah.
Um, Drink some water, take some time. You have like Olympic is going on in Tokyo, but you made a good run to your home for the podcast from your shopping.
I know. I mean, like, it gives me something to look forward to.
Huh. Yeah. All right. So Brandon would join, and then we'll go from there. Um,
Yeah.
did, did you read the recent chapters of the Nanny Affair?
Yes, I did. To be honest with you, I actually forgot it was out because I actually went to a football game or a soccer game. I don't know what you call it, and I actually forgot it was out. Until I checked Twitter the next day. I thought, hang on a minute, what?
Oh
But on
yeah,
Friday,
yeah. I call it football. We call it here football. So yeah, football.
yeah, because on Friday I felt terrible. Saturday I felt absolutely disgustingly horrible. Like I felt really bad. So then I read it on Sunday. So, well, yesterday. Sorry.
Mhm. Oh yeah, yeah. It's kind of hard. It gets hard.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, I'm not going to talk about Laws of Attraction yet. Because I don't know why, but I'm not starting to like that book to be honest. So
Uh, yeah. Yeah, I also didn't play the books when it came out because I was like I had exams and I needed to excuse me study and a lot of things, so I just couldn't bring to read the chapters. But then on Friday, the Nanny Affairs released. I read that, and from there I thought, well, I read the Nanny Affairs, so let's give it a shot. But I haven't read a very scandalous proposals recent chapters yet. I have to catch up that.
I warn you, there's a new book out on Dream Zone.
Oh yeah, the Hollywood about something, right?
Do you want? Have you read it?
Oh no, I have seen the book, but as my exams are going on, so I thought I would read it later.
Do you want me to tell you what it's about, but not tell you what the plot is?
Oh yeah, sure. I saw something about Hollywood.
Uh, ba- Basically, you go for a job. You basically it's something about a job. You go for a job. I don't give you any context, and it turns out it's a porn studio.
Oh sheesh, I know something.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. I read the descriptions. It said like your new job. So what would happen on your first day? So that's the first chapter, and I was like, wow, this is exciting. And the poster, I was thinking like, wow, this is a cinema studio. What could go wrong? And so
and
that'd be awesome.
it doesn't hold back. Let's just say that it don't hold back on anything.
Mm. Yeah, so about porn, I think we had a porn thing in what book it was? Hostel Story. Do you remember the part where you go to this porn hotel? We with
Yep.
this porn star. So that was like so if it's something like that, I mean, throughout the book, then wow.
It's 10 times worse. Not in a bad way, but like as in the writing, they do not hold back.
Yeah, yeah, that yeah, yeah. That's why I said, all right. So this is after exams. When I'll be relaxing. This is a book to chill down, to relax.
Honestly, I mean, I've noticed though they bring out a more new book every 2 weeks. It seemed because I've read the
Yeah.
Devil's Deal 2. 2 weeks later, we got that one.
Oh yeah, yeah. But at least it's good that they're bringing new books really frequently, because the Devil's Deal book too, it came, and this book came out, so it's a good thing, because it's still a new app. And yeah, so I'm excited for new genres like this one, or more books. Like what could, like something like the Matrix genre, something that movie, like something would be super awesome.
Hmm. I wonder when Bloody Brandon will be here though. So yeah, because to be honest, I refuse to talk about Devil's Deal until he's here. So yeah.
Oh yeah, Devil's Deal. I would have to catch up with the recent chapter, but the last week's chapter, I read it and it was completely, I didn't expect that. I mean, it was a really nice
Did you?
chapter.
Did you? I
Huh?
don't know if it was the latest chapter I read, but oh yeah, because we got framed, didn't we, for that person's killing, didn't we?
Yeah, the doctor.
Yeah. You didn't read I think the latest. I'm not sure. No, I'm not going to say. Sorry, I'm not. No.
Oh yeah, I haven't read the recent chapter. That I'm saving up for, like, for like after my exam's over. Then I'm gonna read it, like, with all
Yeah.
the anticipation and everything. And also I hate it when I need to wait 1 week for the next chapter, because it's so exciting.
I know. To be honest, though, I think that's the difference. That's what I like. There's a thing I like about that, though. They bring out 4 chapters when the book starts,
Yeah. Hmm.
which yeah. But I mean,
Yeah.
I'll give you one thing about the new chapter. Somebody turns up. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Now.
Somebody's there again. That's all I'll say.
Oh.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound good for our main character, I guess.
No, no, definitely not.
Yeah, of course. It's gonna be fun, yeah. And I was really happy more than the chapter, that, like you said, the new book, because yeah, they brought a new book out quite frequently, like within 2 weeks of the Devil's Deal book too. So yeah, I'm excited for that, and hopefully there would be another new book in next 2 weeks or something. If they do
Yeah.
that, then there'll be a lot of books in the library.
Hmm. I think that's what they're lacking on, to be honest. Like, probably because I've read every book, but yeah.
Mm, yeah, but I think they started out this October 2020, so it hasn't been even 1 year, I guess. So, but they're doing a pretty good
What?
job, and I have, uh,
They started out in October.
yeah, I think so, in 2020.
What?
Yeah.
And some books are better than choices. Phew, that says something.
Oh yeah, that's also, like, their progress rate is really high. Even like choices go slow, but they like release books like dropping bombs.
Yeah. I refuse to talk about anything like about Dream Zone just yet until Brandon gets here.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Trying to reach out to Brandon, but he said, yeah, Max ready too, but he hasn't showed up yet. Let me write to him. Yeah, he said he's ready, but
Hmm.
he hasn't yet.
I think he's definitely coming on today, bro. That's the thing.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. But yeah, he's like somewhere, perhaps.
He might just be on toilet somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it, to be honest. The new Dream Zone chapters,
Oh yeah.
Devil's Deal, and what?
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I haven't played the new, like, lookalike and my bloody classmate, yet. I mean, I have only played the first chapters, but if you look at this way, so there are 4 books. I mean, releasing every week. There's new one, Devil's Deal book 2. and then you have those two books, My Bloody Classmate, and then what is it?
Look,
I said Lookalike.
yep.
Oh yeah, there you go. Hey man, what's up?
Hey, I'm going good. It's going good. How are you guys?
Um, well, I'm a bit better, but let's just say I'm still a bit not well, but I'm here today, so yeah.
Oh yeah,
Don't worry.
man, just yeah. We had the marathon run.
Yeah, Nanny Affair and Devil's Deal will sort you right back up. You'll be fine.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Honestly, I felt that bad, right? Yeah. I'm sorry, you probably don't want to know this, but I felt that bad. I actually forgot about everything, like choices, books, anything. I actually forgot the Nanny Affair came out until I read it on Sunday. I went on Twitter. It's like Nanny Affair. I thought, oh bloody hell, I forgot to read that. So I read it, and yeah.
Wow.
And let me say something.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know why. Sorry, you're going to find this funny. This is what I wanted to say. And there were people saying they feel sorry for Sophia. Fuck off. Sorry for swearing.
No, that's fine.
Oh yeah. Well,
I'm sorry, yeah, but this is going to say probably a different side of me. Why the fuck do people still feel sorry for her? What she fucking showed in that, sorry for swearing, but I'm a bit riled up. But what she showed in that last chapter really riled me up, like really annoyed me. And people say,
yeah.
oh, she cares about the kids and everything. No, she does not. She says she don't care about anything. She'll do anything. Like, get over it, you stupid cow.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
I mean, it was an initial shock at the start to hear what happened about her father, I'll admit I had a few seconds of tragedy for it, and then quickly went away.
Mm. Yeah, the only time I had feelings for Sophia, like pity on her, is that in the first chapter. No, first chapter in the first book, when Paolo, his father, was there, and he was literally going full on sexist mode and even insulting Sophia and Sam and our main character. Then I felt bad for her, but other than that, I mean, yeah, if you have been treated badly, then you should know how to treat other people. But Sophia, it's the same as Poppy. I mean, they have something in their family, but they don't learn from it, but they just continue on the same path and do the same horrible things to everyone. So that's the point. And I think this is just a start. I mean, she hasn't done anything horrible to us yet. I mean, the worst is yet to come.
Yeah, I don't know. I read something last night. Sorry, I was just a bit that one. I don't know why, but I was up to like 4 o'clock in the morning playing choices because what I did was I actually read a Colosseum of Rome in one day, and my mind boggled. I didn't finish it until 4 o'clock in the morning, and like I just went onto the wiki talking about Poppy and what was it? Somebody said like he talking about horrible characters. Something about what was it? She said she don't like a stepdad, but yet she still uses his money and stuff like that. It's like I didn't actually think of that, to be honest. And people still want to stick up for her. Get over it, you. But yeah, I mean, you know.
Yeah, actually, I think he is in a weird way stepdad, because I think they were originally married, but I think her mom and someone had an affair, and Poppy's from that side. So it's just a weird connection there.
Yeah, sorry, that's we'll get started in a minute after what I've said. Sorry, but it's like it shows you what kind of person she is if she still uses his money even though she hates him.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
definitely. Yeah, I mean,
that's
she could have she could have learned from him, and she thought. I mean, she wrote on those letters that all dad cares about, not dad, but he referred to him by his name and said all he cares about is money, reputation, and everything, and he doesn't see you or let mom see you. But well, what she's been doing in the campus is exactly like what he's been doing in his family, and he's doing it in a small range, and she's been doing it in a large range. So, oh well.
but I mean, yeah, I think that's all we've got to add on that. To be fair, but yeah, I mean, I mean, yeah, I think we get started then. I'll shut up now.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Bloody press up. Sorry about that. My YouTube just started and I didn't press out. Stupid thing. Sorry about that.
Definitely.
I think we might as well get started then. Oh, God.
Yeah. So, where would you guys like to start? Devil's Deal or the Nanny Affair?
I guess we
Nanny
could go
Affair.
with, yeah, let's just go with Nanny Affair. We kind of start off on that topic strong.
Okay, the Nanny Affair it is. So, who would like to start first?
To be honest, I've already made my feelings clear on that chapter so far. I think I'll add something as well. I like I've said. No, I've said before that I don't like people criticizing books without actually reading stuff like that. But after seeing people keep saying they feel sorry for Sophia, I want to ask her now: do you still feel sorry for her? Because I don't. That's all I've got to
Understandable. Definitely understandable.
add. Because I'm sorry, but people say, "Oh, she cares about the kids," and stuff like people saying. I mean, my opinions on the Nanny affair, like after reading stuff about it on like Reddit and all that, I know it's not the most best platform to read people's opinions on it of, but so far, I mean, I'm enjoying it. To be honest, I mean, yeah, I've got literally nothing more to add on that chapter.
Yeah, the chapter itself was interesting itself. We started off a bit dark. We get the like. I was shocked initially when I learned that her father died. I was like, "Come again? Am I dreaming?" And it's like, I'll admit, I felt a bit of sympathy, a bit of tragedy. It was a shock mainly.
Definitely.
And then he's like, then Sam's just like, how this is going to turn into a three-way competition. So this is going to be a bit higher stakes because Sophia's involved now, which kind of surprised me as how her father, Mr. Dalton, doesn't have more power over this, considering that him and Paolo led this whole thing. Wouldn't it make more sense for him to be overall in charge? Anyway, then we get a visit from Robin, who pulls an interesting kind of card. She's I can't explain it. They show up, bit neutral, and they're like they want to team up with. They want to team up with us, the kind of the enemy of my enemy is my friend kind of thing, which I found interesting. But it was like,
I don't trust her.
Yeah, no, even Sam doesn't trust her, so I think she's with you there. It was kind of shocking though, because I thought those two were on good terms after what happened. I mean, after all, they still fooled around. I don't see why they were on, hateful terms. I mean, but then of course I kind of learned a bit more. What I think I should have known was that she kind of ended things off abruptly, and she somehow, I'm not sure how, but it was kind of hard. I'll get to that later. But then Robin's, she's determined to try and get him on side, thinking that Sophia's can take this away, etc. And then Sam hits her with the low blow of like, "Are we still sisters?" I'm like, ouch. That was a low blow, and that was a tough one. Which I can understand how she feels,
Yeah.
Then of course, you have that little run to one with Robin. I was the one who said, there's still time to fix this. After all, you said you are sisters. Make amends, etc., etc. Then I think she tries to hit me with the low blow of me making the mistake, and it's like, get out. I just tried to help you. You just wasted it. Get out.
Well, what's really intentional? That's what I didn't get. She wanted to, like you said, to team up, but then she ended up saying she, like you said, hitting us with Lobos. It's like, well, what was your real intentions then? Did you actually come here to team up? No, clearly you didn't. So
then, of course, you have that steamy massage with Sam. We'll skip the juicy, explicit details. Then we move on. Whereas we meet with the publicist again, and we have to have brunch with Sophia. Yay! And we get the rundown of what's going on, and we also get the important information of the cameras can see us but can't hear us, which is important. Which I didn't get until I actually got to the brunch. We meet up. We have a run-in with paparazzi outside, which is interesting. But I'm actually kind of glad to see that kind of publicity is kind of starting to arise. Because this is becoming a big thing. It makes sense for paparazzi to be around every single corner. And I was like, no comments, but make sure I get my good side. We're going. I start off polite, It's like, hey, Sophia, how's it going? Sorry to hear about your dad, yada, yada, yada.
that was me. 100% still this thing.
Of course, I didn't feel any sympathy. Then it starts to get a bit deep, I whip out the terms, it's like, it's simple. We don't want any bad blood. We just want things to go on peacefully. Then she starts saying with the low blows, and I'm like, well, you asked for it. You asked for it. And I even put up a poll on Twitter and Instagram, team on my team versus Sophia.
I know.
Yeah, no, I saw that.
Sorry, like I said as well. Sorry to like I said on that, and there's still people who feel sorry for her. They're only sorry. This is what I'll say as well. This might sound horrible, but people will only stick up for her because of her dad. End of story. Like that's the thing, and it's like I don't want them to pull that card. Like I'm sorry, but I don't agree with anything. I've always said, and you two know this, there is something wrong with her. She's not ever cared about them kids at all, and there's still people sticking up for her. Like get over it, man. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I don't
She
think...
doesn't care about the kids. That's
Definitely not. Like just the way it's been said, it's like what I was gonna say. It's going back to what I said a while ago. It's like she's just solidified. You know, she has. Personally, I don't think. I'm trying to think of what it's called when it's someone who doesn't have any emotions or practically a soul or something. I don't think that's Sophia.
I can't think of the word now. Like you said, not remorse. Sorry, that's a totally different thing.
No feelings or something.
Yeah, I can't think of the thing. I'll think of it when we're not even talking about it.
No conscience.
Yeah, that's it. Well, it's one of it. Yeah. No conscience. It's like no morals, no nothing. It's like I just don't get it. And you can even hit her with a low blow as well. But so it's like like I say, we get back in. We want the terms. We wanted to leave her alone, and then once things get off, she's like, if something happens and we get caught in a crossfire, all the better. She reveals out the terms that she's coming after us hard. I was like, how did I get caught in the crossfire? But then someone else put the kids in. It's like, what about the kids? And she's like, obviously they're not my kids. I won't go after them directly. But if they're collateral damage, she won't hesitate.
And yet, that's what I mean. There's still people saying on Twitter and everything. There's a certain someone. I'm not saying who that person is. They keep saying, "Oh, she just still care about the kids," and yet they're still defending her. That's what my problem is with these how they develop characters. I don't get that. I don't get why they still stick up for her.
I can confirm that. It's like
it's probably because they can't sleep with her, probably, and that's probably not even lying. I'm probably not even lying. Like. It's like anything. It's just, why would you stick up for somebody who don't care about kids? I don't care if I got caught in the crossfire or anything got said to me, but if kids get involved, like Mickey and Mason, I'd totally go off on one. But like, why? What have they done wrong?
Yeah, it's like she didn't say it specifically, but she practically said she won't go after them directly. But she just said if they're collateral damage, she'll go after them. She pretty much confirmed it.
Yeah, she's not afraid to get her hands dirty. That's for sure. She don't get her hands dirty yet anyway.
Yeah, and then obviously we got the juicy diamond scene to publicly humiliate Sophia. That was that was lovely. I love that. Yeah. I love how the developers even put they even put in their tutorial this deliciously exclusive scene. They were not wrong. They were not wrong.
Yeah. I really wish that when in book one, Sophia literally annoyed the shit out of us. At that point, if we had gotten a scene like this, throwing coffee or dropping the juice or like this,
putting her outside with the apartment window and killing her.
Huh?
Maybe a bit too much.
No, I generally don't feel anything sorrow.
Yeah,
I'd say eternal suffering would be better.
Yeah, I think in book one it should have been there some scene like that, like proper humiliation.
I love how as well when you accept it, she's just smiling, like she's still got it all covered, but she's just smiling. Just yeah, she must enjoy this. Yeah, then we go on, and then we keep it cool. We play it smart. Because one thing I love is she keeps underestimating us, and it just gives us a free win right there. It's like yeah, you're right. And this is personal. It's business. I can respect it. It's a shame your dad never saw that. Blah blah. Hit it with the low blows. And she's quickly like passing it over.
Yeah.
And she's like, she couldn't even go. and then you start pushing her, and
What,
then
what option sorry about that. What option did you choose though? Did you choose something about a lazy brother or something? I can't remember which option.
I wanted, yeah, there was the choice of her brother, or you could go with the low blow of her father, saying that he had a heart attack, knowing that she was a failure or something. Oof, I wanted to go with that, but I misclicked. I genuinely misclicked. I wanted to go with the low blow.
To be honest, though, I will say this: I don't wish that on anybody for the father to die, but I won't go that. I won't go that low to say that. So I'll just pick the first option. I'm not that kind of person.
Yeah. Yeah, then we start going into like Robin. It's like, did she actually care about Robin? And it's like I was like, I think you actually loved her, Sophia. And then she starts hitting with you don't know what to talk about, which she kind of confirmed it. So I'm thinking she really did care about Robin. And it's like, wonder what it was like portraying her like that. Oh, we were already soulless, yeah. Hitting with the smart remarks, keeping it cool. She starts getting angry, taking bait. And then, we get the juicy scene, it's like, Sam was right. This is just rough for you. It's like, I think we both know you're either in this because your brother's lazy, or your father died thinking you couldn't hack it. He never thought you could be more than a wife and mother, but he was wrong, and you couldn't even do that. And she's like, and then she's just like, oh, my dad didn't know what the hell he was talking about. He spent his whole life underestimating me. And now I guess it runs in the family because you're spending your time underestimating us. So I guess it runs in the family.
Yeah.
And then she's just, she's absolutely mental off the table. She's like, I'm not afraid to do what it takes. I'll do whatever it takes to win. I don't care who gets in my way. And she's giving a right show for the cameras. We even see the little camera flush, and it's like, smile, you're on camera. And I'm just sitting there laughing and enjoying it. And she just humiliates herself. He's like, oh, real classy. I see I'm not the only one who doesn't care about collateral damage. Well, I'm not willing to hurt kids, so I can't really say that. And she's quickly to escape. And then she leaves us with a nice, this isn't over by a long shot. And I'm like, don't let the door hit you on the way out. And then
I mean, to be honest, that's another question I've got to ask. How do you think she would go to anything? What do you think she will do?
Well, thinking about it, she's a cutthroat businesswoman. She doesn't care who gets hurt emotionally, probably physically. So, that's an interesting question, actually. I would say as far... I'm trying to think, how would this... I'm trying to think of...
Sorry, and it might be a long shot, but the publicist?
Possibly. That is a possibility. But as far as I know, the publicist has been with Sam since she was with the last wife, so I think she's loyal to most of her fault. Not like Jordan. I think she's actually loyal. Because she helped...
Yeah, Jordan, sorry, as well. I didn't see her in the last chapter for some reason. Would you...
Yeah, no, she's just a nanny. She just keeps quiet in this main situation. Unless the kids are there, she's not there. I think she may go to her though. That's what I'm thinking kind of now.
Well, I think she obviously will, because it said that at the start of the book, didn't it? Oh, you deserve better than her.
Yeah. It's like at the start she was like, "Oh, I respect your relationship," blah 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 blah. Then Sophia comes out of nowhere and she changes her tone completely. Won't surprise me. Yeah. And then, one other thing at the end of that scene, I was like, help her out with one last photo. Come on, one more shot while she's all covered. And it was just so satisfying to see her get humiliated. Then we had the afternoon off, going to see the, actually, wait, did we see Jordan? No, we didn't, because she was spending the day, because we went to the puppy shop with the boys. Jordan wasn't there, because they were with their, Sam, That was actually quite nice, we had a little interaction with the boys. It's like one thing that I love about this book as well is the interaction with the kids, as a full family bonding.
Yep.
I think this was a good instance of it. Then we get hit with one of the revelations that I think I've seen in a spoiler as well, yeah, and I saw in the future chapter. We're going to have in the next chapter a public appearance with Sam at the opera. And one thing I know, and I can guess, even though I already know it in a way, sorry for spoilers.
I don't really care.
Yeah, Sophia will attend the opera. There was actually a published outfit of one of her opera outfits. Jenny might be there as well, which I'm interested about. So that should be interesting to see.
Who's she? Sorry, because she's hardly ever been there. Sorry,
she's the best friend of the MC, who we're a bit suspicious of now, or I am, because in the last chapter during the party, she seemed to get a little jealous or a little upset that she might be losing us to the upper class society. So that could go either
Well,
way.
I don't see a problem. What's she trying to say? Like, I don't get her. Like, she's only there when we need an outfit. Like, when else is she there? To say she's a best friend is a bit of a long shot.
Well, we're kind of focused now, I guess. I mean, because this doesn't count as like past. Like, 'cause we're only at this present part now. As far as I know, the MC's in her early 20s. So, we haven't gone through the whole college series. We haven't seen backstories yet. So, I guess there's obviously been things in the past to insinuate it, but usually we don't even see that, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, we get it with that. But yeah, I even put up a poll on Twitter and Instagram, like, Team Zofia or my team. I think Instagram just beat it on my team. I think a lot of people chose Sophia, A, because they liked her, but also B, to see what kind of option or reaction I would give. And then on Twitter, our team won. Our team won solid. Thank God. I think it was 60 out of 40. I was like,
When
yeah.
I thought it was like Team Sophia was leading Team Sam. I mean, your team, I guess.
Yeah, I call it Team Lucifer just because she brought out the inner devil. And I was doing a Phasmophobia game night with some friends of mine, Kat and Kat Cupcake and our friend V, Play Choices Podcast. She was like, she thinks she's called me the new Lucifer now, or called me the Lucifer now, because she thinks I can do a Tom Ellis.
And
Yep, sorry.
and on the Robin thing, I think like if you play the diamond scene, you sort of know that Sophia didn't actually care about Robin, and she's not even with Robin yet now. So in the trailer, I think of this book too, I think what they showed was like it's a evil power couple versus another power couple, Sam and main character fight. But I don't think that is going to be the case. And depending on that scene, when Robin came to Sam, so maybe Robin would, like rethink their decision. Maybe something would give, and she would change her mind, and she would come back. At first because of the competition, she can make allies, and then probably they can change Robin because Sophia could end up being the main villain, and then Robin can perhaps, because I think I read somewhere when in the one of the blog posts that we can see like sort of a redemption arc for Robin. So that would be interesting to see what that goes from here.
Yeah, I think sorry as well if Brandon doesn't mind me saying.
No problem.
No, sorry. I think what annoys me most about Robin is she's a bit hypocritical. I've just forgotten what I was going to say, but you can try and get what I'm trying to say, don't you? Like, what was it? No, I forgot now. I'm sorry. Oh God, I'm sorry about that. I forgot what we were going to say.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I forgot. Sorry. Oh no. Yeah, we might as well just go on to something else because I'm just totally forgot. I mean, anybody read the latest chapter of Laws of Attraction?
I
Yeah,
haven't
did.
yet.
Oh, damn, you're missing on a lot of things. So you should, because at one point it felt like I really am solving a murder mystery, and we're playing detective.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So literally, I don't want to say more on it, but yeah, let's just say it's Gabe. I know one person who won't be happy about me saying this, but I genuinely still don't like Gabe. I don't think I've actually said that, but yeah, I still don't like Gabe. But in the latest chapter, I mean, he does get a bit angry at us, and actually for no reason at all. Because without going into a lot of detail, without spoiling anything, Sadie comes up with an idea, which is not a very good idea. And then at the end of the chapter, she said she didn't want to do that idea anyway. Because, you know what I mean? Yeah. But, I mean, yeah, that's all I'll say. But, yeah, you do need to read the latest chapter of Laws of Attraction, 100%.
yeah. Yeah, but I think you're right. Gabe was like in the middle of something. I'm not gonna spoil much, but without giving away much, I can just only
Yeah,
say like,
sorry. Can I just put in there? We actually got another scene with Gabe,
yeah,
another one where he's forced onto us again. Like literally, I think I'll choose this carefully. One person on Twitter I know really likes Gabe, and you probably know who. And I'm not saying names, but
oh yeah,
I'm going to
I
choose my words carefully here. He's clearly the pushed love interest. If you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like people say, "Oh, yeah, sorry, they've got equal screen time." Yeah, but which is the more what's the word I'm looking for? Developed character who'd want you to romance. Clearly, Gabe. Because yeah, we'll get yet another scene with him. And we'll get one with Iceland as well, but you can tell which love interest Pixelberry prefer you to romance. So,
yeah.
but,
On that, I think from what I played, yeah, I Gabe and Ashlyn before the book went into hiatus, it was like most scenes with Gabe, so it was really unfair back then. And then in the last chapter, we had a scene with Ashlyn, no Gabe. That was really, strange. But in this chapter, we get one scene with Gabe and one scene with Ashlyn. And I feel like with Gabe, Ashlyn's scene, it was important because, to solve the mystery. And
yeah,
so, and then at the end, we can like share a little kiss or something. And same with Gabe. With Gabe, we can share a little kiss at the end, or you can choose not to. But mostly, I think it was also important, and I'm really surprised they're doing it this late. But well, it adds up to the storyline here because the Gabe's past sort of we get to know. So that was pretty interesting, I said. But yeah, I think for future books when they start doing this, they should be like more from the very beginning. They should be very open about the division and love interest, like you were saying, like the screen time, and like getting to know them, like getting to know everyone at first with equal screen time, and then you go one way. Then when you know everyone, because I think with foreign affairs it happened. This at first they just go randomly. They let you choose one, and you still don't know much. So how you can choose from them? So in
yeah.
older books, yeah.
I think what I'll add to that as well. I don't know if anybody or Brendan will agree or something, but what I'll say is if Pixelberry want to force you onto a love interest, at least let that love interest gender customizable. Because when I've got
Yeah,
the option, like with Gabe or like, I don't know if you've used to have realised, but like I've said, but Gabe is clearly the pushed love interest. Notice my words, push, not forced. Like they'll say, "Oh, sorry, but they've got equal screen time." Yeah, but who's clearly the favoured love interest? Like, if to me, if they're going to do that, like I've said, just at least make them gender customizable, because it's
oh
just like you know,
yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
I totally agree with that. Yeah,
like, it's just my
definitely.
opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, like in the older books, they used to be very well, like America's Most Eligible, because at first you get to know each and every one, equal screen time. There were some, superior main love interest, but it didn't show up because you got equal time, equal story, equal behind the scenes with each and every one. And then you finally, you have the freedom to choose from one of them. And it's not like, for instance, in foreign affairs, it was like you know a lot about Blaine, but you don't know much about Tatum or, for instance, Aina if you don't play all the dimensions. But irrespective of the dimensions, you know a lot about Blaine. So for that, but in all those books, it wasn't like that. So you know a lot of black backstories about a lot of all the allies, and then you're given this option like who you want to choose. So I think that's ideal.
Okay, sorry about that. Sorry, you might have to cut this out, but obviously, if it went a bit weird there, it's because somebody tried to call me. So yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, I mean, like you said, with America's Most Eligible. Like I mean, like I've said, that's one of my favourite books because they give you equal screen time. You get to know
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
mean, like in Laws of Attraction with Gabe, like he is the like I'll say I'll shut up about it now, but he is clearly the favoured love interest, and it's actually getting beyond the joke now. They'll say yes, they'll give you equal screen time, but that don't make a difference to me. I'm sorry, but no. Gabe is clearly the forced love interest. End of conversation.
yep. forced,
Sorry.
and more importantly, like
Sorry,
the
not
one
forced. Pushed,
pushed,
I should
pushed,
say.
yeah. Yeah, so in the way, like he's also like who literally brought us to the farm, and most of the incidents like sort of surround. So it's just like Ethan Ramsey, I mean, of
Oh,
course there are other allies, but his attention, he's focused on the main character, so it's sort of the main. I believe, I can't literally, like, from a story point, you would see like these stories mainly focuses on like female players, and basically from like a main. So like if you watch a movie, there's like one CEO boss or someone like, or bad guy, a bad boy, for instance, Logan from Ride or Die. So
oh,
basically
sorry. I
female characters.
genuinely don't. I mean, we'll
Yeah,
shut up and let Brandon talk in a minute, but like with Ride or Die with Logan, like if people try saying to me he's not forced, beep 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 off. He is clearly the forced love interest. I think even Brandon will agree with that. For God's sake, I
yeah,
mean,
definitely.
like somebody tried to say to me, Mona was like, sorry, are you clearly reading the same book as me?
Oh
Logan is
yeah.
clearly the forced love interest. Like with bloody, what is it, freshman? With Chris as well? It's like, come on. Like, get
Oh yeah,
over it.
still
Like,
Chris. I think it was, I mean, it's still admirable time with everyone. Like we had different books with different characters. Like with Caitlin, one book, but this Ride or Die and Open Heart, they're like preposterously or side leaning, one side leaning.
yeah. I mean, talk about something else because Brandon, talk.
Oh, no, it's fine. I haven't even read LOA yet, sadly, but it's not
But
as bad as Cat.
honestly, though, when you read the rest of Ride or Die, I will warn you, Logan is extremely forced. Like, honestly, I'd say just as worse as, not as worse as Ethan Ramsey, but worse than Chris Van Freshman. That's what I will say. Literally, that
Yeah.
book is absolutely dreadful, in my
Mm,
opinion.
yeah. And if also books like that, like if the bad boy thing doesn't play well with
Oh
you,
God,
then
God.
you won't be like really interested in the book. So what they should have done, I think, like, yeah, the bad boy romance, it's there, but there should have been another love interest from the school who is sort of the opposite of the bad boy, and then you would have a free option. You want to go with the bad boy or that person from the school who could be a gender customizable ally. It would have been good, and even Ride or Die fans said that a
Oh
lot of
God.
times. Like, it was good.
There's somebody who's very vocal about that on Twitter, and I'm not saying who, but they're saying like, but I would like say somebody tried to say Mona's the favoured love interest. What? No way. Like no way. Like
Mona's
if
favorite
somebody
level?
pulled, sorry, but if somebody did what Logan did to me in real life, obviously if it were a woman, because not, I'm not going to say because I'm not trying to offend anyone, but you know what I mean. But if someone did that to me in real life and tried to apologise, I'd be like, never talk to me again. Do not even come near me. Don't even look at me.
Oh yeah.
Like, don't
I
use me.
Oh yeah, after the first scene, when you're in the car and Logan literally breaks off barriers and jumps off the cliff, lands on four wheel. I mean, after that, if you are lucky enough, if you get alive, then you wouldn't even like, oh, I don't know you from now on. If you try to even talk to me, I'm calling 911, FBI, stay of area 51. I mean, literally, even the Ride or Die diehard fans say I wouldn't even get in a car with someone like that. That was a hilarious scene.
I know, honestly. But yeah, I think, yeah, I mean, that's literally think about it. I mean, talk about Dream Zone now or anything,
Oh yeah,
you know.
Brandon, you should read Laws of Attraction recent chapter. I mean, it was really important
Yeah.
in terms of solving the murder mystery.
But I will say, a lot less more people are liking Sadie, which I can see
Oh,
going
sorry.
one.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. I'll need to be back in a second. I just got to take care of something unexpected.
Oh
I
yeah,
will return very shortly.
oh sure.
Please continue though. Brainstorm all you want.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
sure.
yeah,
So we pick up from Dream Zone when you come back.
Yeah, we'll do that when he gets back.
Yeah. Yeah, so from our conversation, yeah, you're absolutely right about that. Like how Gabe and this, but I still think yes. Oh, yeah, you're saying something about Sadie.
Yeah, without going into a lot of detail, like if Brandon watches this over, because obviously I know he's doing something right now, but he'll probably listen to it over. But what I will say is though, I'm starting to like I'm starting to like her a lot less.
Hmm.
Because did you read it? Sorry, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. She tried to say it was her idea, but she never wanted to do it anyway. So why would you think of the idea in the first place?
Yeah,
I mean, come on. Like, but
yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I didn't like her from very first. And in the first chapter, when I saw her, then I knew like something's gonna be wrong with her. Because even like when after Bo pulled that freaking trick and stole our victory from our main character, we tried to say her that well that happened, and she's like, well you gotta work together. So
I
like
know
kudos.
because after what happened with Bew, sorry, yeah, like I've said, a lot of people said like, why should we be? Why should our strategy go down if we just wanted to stick up for ourselves?
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
what?
Yeah,
Like
so then why is the competition? Let everything be a team. Why is the
no.
competition to being this? You know, there's no meaning for competition then.
I mean, if somebody did that to me in real life, I'd be like, all right, you apologize for it, but if the auntie said if that was me in real life and you're in that elevator, because I remember the scene, I'd be like, I'm sorry, but why should my strategy go down? Like, why should I be? Do you know what I've been trying to say here? Like, why? Because we can't stick up
Yeah,
for ourselves. It's a bit
exactly.
perfect. That's a bit weird. That.
Yeah, exactly. And I think this is something choices do often in every book because this is a pattern I have seen. At the
Yeah.
end of chapter, something happens, like the Bo's, that trick that we think, oh my God, this is gonna be a big part, and we both gonna be the next villain. But in the next chapter, they do something that is not any more important, and that happens in a lot of books. So, but the way they do it, sometimes, for instance, in this case, it is just something like totally unnecessary. There, like I don't know, like it was unnecessary.
Yeah. Pardon me. Sorry. But
Oh
yeah, I
yeah, no.
mean, yeah, I mean, there's just something off about that Sadie, Waddy. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
definitely. Yeah, and like I was saying about Gabe back then, that these stories when they write it, it's basically like in a movie. You have a main character who has his own feelings over you, and then everything is connected with you. So there's like a destiny there. So Ethan Ramsey, Logan, Gabe, they're this kind of characters like who are, like you said, pushed. But I would say like they're like the story. They're themselves the story with the main character, and they're now including Ashlyn and other characters like in the Open Heart. Like they're also love interest, but it's clearly the story revolves around that particular love interest, and you
yes,
can't help it because, like in
yeah,
episodes or other chapters, so there's just only one love interest. So the story is like the same. One love interest is focused, but other love interests are there. But the story revolves around them, and it's good that way because it makes sense, but it's unfair that that particular love interest is gender customizable. It's not gender customizable and race customizable.
yeah. That's what I mean. I think that's what my point is. If you're going to make a book uh, to force you to another love interest, I mean, at least let that love interest is gender customizable. At least,
Yeah, definitely.
but yeah,
That's the problem.
it's just
And also,
it's just annoying for us male players, isn't it? We always get the short end of the stick.
yeah, definitely.
Always.
Short end of the stick. We don't have a stick.
We have literally nothing. Well, not
Yeah.
nothing because oh god, I'll get quoted on that now. But
Oh
I
yeah.
want to get nothing, but we'd get. Oh, I don't know word
Yeah.
this correctly. We get less. They'll try to say, like I've said, I'll try and word it a lot better. They'll try to say yes, we get equal screen time. yes, that's fine. But there's certain characters who get the favoured development. Like, they write about a lot more. There's a lot more. How do I explain it? Oh, I don't know how to explain it, but it's
Yeah,
yeah.
and one thing I would like to say is that, what was I gonna say? Yeah. So this kind of characters you see, like for like you're saying, I mean, I am all for like I'm all for knowing Ethan Ramsey. I mean, I'm all for helping him as a friend, or even
Yep.
like getting to know him, his personal life, solving his own personal issues, or solving him with the case, or building a mentor-mentee relationship with him, or Gabe or Logan. I'm all for it. I'm all for everyone. But when it comes down to like help him, but at the end of the helping, you also gonna have a really steamy scene, like totally vulgar sex scene. Now that's where I draw the line, because I don't wanna have anything to do with him. Maybe emotionally, yes, as a person we can have done, but physically I don't want that. I want a for female love interest here. And that's where you see this, like the royal book, just one female love interest versus so many male love interests. The
Sorry,
opener,
Roman.
only one female. Huh? Yeah, yeah.
Oh, honestly, I know. Like, somebody tried to say to me, like, yes, we're supposed to be there for Liam, la di la di la di la. But after we've choose Hannah, like, well, I chose Hannah. Sorry, not we, but you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
after we chose Hannah, like I did, like, he was still the favoured love interest. Do you know what I mean? I tried to my hardest not to even go near him. Like, Pixelberry expects us to like them. I genuinely don't see the liking to Liam. I think his name is,
Mm.
sorry. But yeah, like, what's so good about him? Like with Clint in what is it? No, not Nanny Affair, sorry. Baby Bump. Like, God. Like, oh,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Like Clint is not that much, but the male Dixon is also like really in a weird way. So that story is kind of really like, if you choose Clint, that's all right. But if you choose Mayor Dixon, then after having the baby, it has sort of like weird plot, I would say, because that was quite weird.
Because, like everybody else has said, well, not a lot of people, but they clearly wanted people to pick Clint. But not everybody is a bloody female player, for Christ's sake. Or is gay. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
not everybody's gay or is a woman, is a single, straight woman, sorry. So why did
Oh
he expect us to like characters? Like,
yeah.
it's just, I've come out saying, oh, well, I've given equal screen time. Get over it, oh.
Oh yeah.
What?
So first of all, yeah, I would like to say, like, this is not against any sexuality or anyone, any gender, but this is a truthful thing. But like, from common sense, I can say that this book, Baby Bump, is for a straight female woman, because
Yes.
the plot is you hook up with a boy and you have a baby, and it's not sexuality doesn't change. I don't know how it works, but it's like you are into that guy, and then you have a baby, and then suddenly you go to dating a female Mayor Dixon. So female Mayor Dixon is kind of pointless here. And then like like I don't know, like then going with a male Mayor Dixon, it kind of changes, complicates things. So they tried to bring diversity here. Otherwise, this book would have been a single love interest book with Clint, because otherwise you'd be looking like a cheating. It ends up looking, but then they said, like, let's give players who want female players who want female love interest, let's bring Mayor Dixon, make him female, make them female male. So it ended up being a really weird combination in terms of that thing. So I would say, like, they should have gone, like, for a story like this,
Yep.
they should have gone with like one male love interest and one female, because this time is the high time they should start wrapping it up. Because if they wrap it up for like a straight female, then they should bring something for like everyone that can be playable for a male or something. Because like
Yep.
mixing something up, it just annoys everyone.
Yep. 100%. But yeah, I mean, You know, it's just we've got to tread carefully with what we say, haven't we? Because there's always something that will always twist something, you know. But you know, like I said, that's one thing what annoys me the most. There's books where like it should not be gender locked, but there's some books where it does make sense.
Yeah, and in
Like,
some books, yeah, exactly.
sorry, go on.
Oh no, 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 you go on.
No, sorry, I'll just wait for you.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I was saying like I was just gonna say exactly because like this kind of book, I totally agree because some books like for Baby Bump, like it's clear that you want it to be just like a gender locked MC, gender locked love interest. It would have made perfect sense. But if
Yep.
they do it here, that's all right because but in another book you expand it. You just don't stop to a gender let's one forced male love interest, but you expand it to male, female, and equal love interest. So it's just choosing battles. If you put this in that quota, then put that thing in another place. So that would have made sense. But just saying like, hey, look, we have a lot of diversity. We have male, female, everything, and it just ends up being a joke to everyone. So it's better to have separate things than looking like a mixed joke at the end. I believe personally.
Obviously, Mother of the Year does deserve to be a gender locked because it's Mother of the Year. But
Yeah,
I
of
mean,
course.
like, but I read somewhere that apparently we shouldn't get we don't deserve a Father of the Year. Excuse me, like why? Why can't we have a book like that? Honestly, like, but no, it's not Pixelberry's target demographic, so people wouldn't like it. Oh,
Oh yeah.
shut up! The Facebook mums would be bloody livid.
Oh yeah. I mean, even if you look at this, like a very scandalous proposal, the nanny affair. I mean, the nanny affair when Paolo, Sophia's father, goes on full sexist mode. So if you choose, now here's the fun. If you choose female love, Sam, so Paolo would be insulting our MC, his daughter, but not Sam, because Sam is clearly meant to be, male. And I think, Sam, we would like for Sam to stand up for us. So that is there clear. A very scandalous proposal. The royal family or the aristocrat family, whatever it is, they don't want females to work, right? But so a male Simon would make sense, but female Ava. So how they can even dream of giving the whole thing to a female person when they don't want females to work? So that's a big, hole in the plot.
Yeah, because like I said, why is a very scandalous proposal gender locked?
Of
To me, I
course,
don't think it should be.
of course. There you go. I think they need more work with that. Like if you have a gender customizable MC, then sometimes during the fight scenes or during those kind of scenes, not all books, but in some books it feels like you are like as a male, like your main character sometimes behave like a woman instead of if you choose a man, it doesn't behave like a man sometimes. Like
Yeah.
it's different. Like but sort of like going to the male character, some even remarks with the enemy or like who we're dealing with, that clearly feels like that's not how your enemy is gonna address a male opponent, but that's how they would like to address a female opponent. So that's that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's literally all I've got to add on it as well.
Yep, some holes they need to fill. And I hope with the coming, Wake the Dead, Crimes of Passion, and the remaining Laws of Attraction, I hope it things pick up from here.
Hopefully. But yeah, I mean, it's just infuriating for players like us. It's like
Of course.
they'll say something like, "Oh, because it costs too much money." What to literally just change the dialogue? Literally, it takes no more than 5 minutes to literally write a different dialogue. It's not going
Oh
to
yeah.
cost them hundreds of thousands, is it? Like,
Oh no. But if you have a good programmer and it doesn't cost much to program the scenes, and then the writing is
literally,
just
sorry, but literally all you have to do. I'm not saying this is Go through the dialogue, look at the programming thing, look at the programming program, look through the dialogue, find the dialogue, literally just type it in, and then that's it, done. What? Oh, they'll blame it on
Oh,
money. They always will, and they
oh
always have,
yeah,
and they
that
always will.
happens. That happens because for different scenes they have different set of dialogues or outcomes. So why not, for a male main character some things differently, and for a female main character something differently they can do. So I think they just need to, you know, be more invested in that story. So perhaps that's the problem, because it would mean like too much commitment or something. But I don't know, like it can be done. It can be done. Not in theory, but in practical even. It can be done.
Yeah, because it's not going to take them nearly a day just to check the dialogue, is it? Like, come on, it's just a bit. Oh,
Yeah, sure.
sorry.
And I think Choices is growing really well. And compared to any other apps in Choices, the way they write, the language there, the poetry they have in some books, and the background music, the scene, the background scene, the diamond scenes, it's perfect. All they need to do is bring some diversity, some changes here and there, and it would be mind-boggling, just like America's Most Eligible.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And also, I think this week the Royal Romance finale will be out.
Oh, good. Yes, I'm looking forward to that. Really much. I'm not looking forward to it.
Yeah, I haven't played the Royal Romance book yet, so yeah.
You don't want to.
Oh, I mean, who on their right mind would start playing it? I mean, I came in Choices in 2019, and the Royal Romance was already 3 books and stuff, and I was like, oh wow, that's a lot of books in future sometime.
You literally, if you read it, or start reading it again, or whatever, I will warn you, Liam is. I know we're supposed to be there for Liam, apparently. Obviously, we are, but even after you don't want to and you choose Hannah, you just still force you to Liam.
Oh,
Very, very much.
I think that Desire and Decorum is, more enjoyable than this one.
I've never actually read Desire and whatever it is.
Oh yeah, I mean the female love interest there, Annabelle, I suppose she's like really good there,
Yeah.
and the
I mean, I don't,
storyline is more British and more like old timey. So that's like really like about that.
yeah, I don't know if you've read A Courtesy of Rome.
Oh no, I'm just not completely, but I'm like some chapters in.
Oh, good God. I've read it, literally, like I said, I read it all day yesterday. And I feel terrible. It was literally, I wasted my time. It was dreadful. Absolutely dreadful.
Yeah. Have you read this book called Heist of Monaco?
No.
Oh, you should, because this is the only book where the forced ally is a female.
Yeah, yeah, nice joke. You, yeah, nice joke. Say that again.
Oh yeah, no, it's really.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it really it is. I mean, this is kind of that. So I wouldn't say it was she was forced, but she was like pushed.
The
Like
curly
the light
favors.
is always on her. Yeah, and even like it would seem like she becomes the main attraction after some chapters. I mean, the main storyline, like the slow burn, sort of the like hate, love, like from haters, from enemies to lovers. That's the plot for her.
I don't like them tropes. I don't like them kind of things to me, to be honest.
Oh, like she doesn't do any good back to us at first, but like she's against us. But every time she sees us, like she knows like we're the good person and we're being framed as bad. And it's like it's a good book overall. Besides that, also like if you have watched the Italian Job movie, I mean this is your go to book.
Yeah, I'm not interested in them kind of things, to be honest. So yeah,
Oh yeah, when I read it, I was really excited about like how this ended up. It was a good book.
yeah. To be honest, I just want to start talking about Dream Zone. So
Oh yeah, Brendan, we need him.
yeah. To be honest, he did say he was back and he hasn't left the thing. So if we have to wait an hour, I'm waiting an hour because I really love the Dream Zone books. So
Oh, I hope he's not gonna leave us for 1 hour.
well, not 1 hour, but like 10, 20 minutes. Like I don't mind
Oh
waiting.
yeah, sure. There's like really new apps are coming out with male main character. I'm seeing.
I know. It's like I see some people say they don't like books like that, but you never like apps like that, but you never guess who the people who are saying it are. Straight females. It's a
Oh,
bloody joke.
oh yeah,
I mean,
sure.
how do they think we feel when certain books are gender locked? How do they feel when they literally get the long end of the stick every time? How do
Mm.
they feel? But as soon as us males and gay males, sorry, straight males and gay males, how do they think we feel when we literally get the short end of the stick every time? Like but as as soon as we talk about it, it's not fair. But as soon as we talk about them, it's not fair. It's like, oh, you got to tread carefully with what you say, haven't you, nowadays? Because
Yeah.
the littlest thing you say, they'll twist it and they'll manipulate you it's absolutely infuriating.
Oh yeah. Word out of context, can be, really like devil's really, food. I mean, yeah, it's really easy to take, everything out of context and twist it sort of into a something that it not originally.
I think I want to thing one clear. I don't have anything against straight females because I'm not gay, but it does get infuriating when all choices, let's just say, care about is straight females. Like, all right, some books deserve to be gender locked, and some books clearly favour you to be forced to a love interest. But where's the diversity? Like you said, please give us the choice. The app is called Choices. We don't get the choice. It's
Mm.
just annoying. It really just is.
Yeah, definitely. I totally agree with that. And I mean, when they started out, I agree. Like the Royal Romance, this book is from earlier days in choices. Things were different. There were a lot of female players, and no one even thought like any dude would play games like this. Skipping like Call of Duty or something or FIFA. So, but they have like a social account, and they interact with people. They see like it's just not only like female, male, male players are even playing, and even like at the very first, they started like it's just not, like mainly like openly, like of course, secretly it's like male, straight female, but
Yep.
like openly they are not because they do give like the female option, so like female love interest option. So uh, but they should have like done more with this, like even if it's for just females, but there should have been more female love interest. Well, they lacked
Yeah.
that. That would be first.
Yeah. Now we're just waiting for Brandon, isn't it?
So yeah, um, let me just message him and see if he's there.
I'm actually looking forward to talking about Dream Zone, to be honest. So
Oh yeah, I'm excited too. Dream Zone is awesome. And yeah, I mean, there's this app, Sensuality, that's like for male players again, and it's on the trial now because it hasn't been completely released. So that's good. It's a good app.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, just wait a second.
Sorry.